Hey everyone, nftbroo here, and today we're doing a community interview with Beleevens. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. How about you?
Yep, pretty good. I see I'm just ending my day and it looks bright and sunny over there, so you're probably just beginning.
Yeah, exactly. Just starting out, just arrived in the office and first minutes, first coffee. So yeah.
Nice, nice. So I usually start these by asking a question around how you kind of begun in crypto and NFTs. So when and how did you get into this space?
So I got my first crypto in around March, April, May 2020, when COVID hit. Everything crashed, and I thought, okay, I always knew about crypto, but I never bought any. So maybe now is a good time. And I got my first NFT in October 2020, which was a so rare soccer card. And then from there, pretty quickly deep down the rabbit hole.
Well, so you're quite early in the space, so you will have seen the likes of the crypto punks and bored apes and the crypto kitties. Did you kind of buy any of those ones or just watch what happened?
Yeah, so a bit too late for the CryptoPunks. I got one like I don't like I think like five Crypto Kitties, but at that point they were not valuable anymore. But it was just playing around, finding out about that project. I missed the mint of the Bored Apes, but I still bought early enough. So yeah, got one, still have him. So
Yeah, oh yeah, see your profile picture. Cool. So
exactly.
what are your kind of your main NFT projects that you focus on or have been involved in?
Yeah, I would say definitely like in the beginning, the Bored Apes, and then everything that was around this ecosystem. So, for example, Jenkins, the Valet, 10KTF, which is now also Yuga. So, though, like projects that correlated with the Bored Apes. I still have my Dead Fella. I got like VFriend, also was at VCon in the US. So that were like definitely a few projects I'm in. But yeah, nowadays most of my time and most engaged, I'm definitely in the Futureverse ecosystem, Fluff World, and everything connected to that. I think it's also the only community I'm actually active. Like the others, I'm there. I have them, but actively engaging is yeah, Fluff World, Futureverse, all around that.
Yeah. So what drew you into the all the other projects?
I think back then, different times, different. It was why did I buy my body back then? It was still my biggest investment ever, actually. It was 3 ETH, and back then I was already thinking about starting my own project, and I thought, okay, like these are the real deal. The people which are in that community know what they're doing, and so I argued with myself and said it's a good decision to give like 5 grand for a JPEG monkey, and either it's the smartest decision or the dumbest decision of my life. And yeah, and that's how I got in there, and yeah, I think that was like my first like really big purchase, like given the times back then. And then of course, like following, I love storytelling. I love like everything around lore, and uh 10KTF is, in my opinion, one of the best storytelling projects around. They're doing like everything like really well. Also Jenkins the Valet, who launched his book, because I just saw like how they approached storytelling, how important it is to them, how yeah, like seeing this was really mind blowing. If you really dove into it, and then yeah, I think like there was a certain period, like 3 months, 4 months, where I almost did like day trading, where I minted everything, and quickly sold also. And actually, that was still when Fluff launched. I was still in that phase, and I did sell some fluffs. Like I think I minted 10 and I sold 5. So I'm always keeping some from the projects I'm into, just in case, they work
Mm.
out well. And did the same with fluff, and was lucky. Like that mint was crazy. Was super lucky. With I got a female zombie uh, and female silver. I think like
Whoa.
out of like 10 mints, these two, and also some others which were quite cool. But yeah, like the silver was definitely a jackpot.
Yep. Wow. Have you still got the silver?
Yeah,
Yep. Wow.
yeah.
With
She's
the
called Vanya.
uh yeah. With some of these more rare NFTs, like I guess your Bored Ape's a little harder because you've only got one, but with the silver fluff and maybe the others, even the zombie, are you tempted to sell and flip for floors, or what are you when you were looking in your trading period? What were you looking for, and how did you make your decisions?
Yeah, good question. It was so I was in a alpha community where you could get all like summaries and what's hot right now, and that definitely helped. Also to understand like how to approach things. I probably was not the best trader and flipper. That's also why I stopped at some point and was I care more about my mental health than making some profits, and because like following every single project all the time is just tough. And so for the flipping, I was yeah trying to get into projects that were hyped, but never a project that had like a two ETH mint price. Like I stayed away from these, just too much risk in my opinion. And yeah, and then I would yeah to quickly try to understand rarity. So for example, dead fellas, understanding like the status of rottenness, and that maybe like if the whole body is fully rotten, that it's maybe rare. So yeah, trying like quickly understanding the project, what's rare, what's not, buying, flipping. Yeah, that's what I did for some time. But then I changed my strategy to only go for conviction plays. Don't buy anything random new. Only buy inside the ecosystems where I know the people, where I trust the people, and yeah, that's uh, yeah helped me for the body. I mean, yes, it's only one, but I got the serum drop. I got the other side. I got the 8 coin drop, and yeah, that's where I take the profits.
Wow, yeah, so you've had quite the spread really over a lot of the NFT market.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
So what would be your biggest lesson that you've learned over the past two and a bit years?
Like sometimes we have the feeling, or I had the feeling that I needed to know everything, follow every project, understand every single detail, and just this ambition or this feeling that you need to follow everything is really nerve-wracking. And also that also covers the feeling of missing out. Like I missed out, and now it's this project is now super high floor, and why didn't I mint it? And like this FOMO, that's not good. It's not helping you or anyone. That there will always be new chances, new opportunities, and for some time I was really like trying to not miss anything. And at some point I realized, okay, it's that's definitely one of the lessons that you should not have the live with that feeling to I need to know everything. Like it won't be possible, and the space will only grow. So and even inside one ecosystem. So for example, with the Futureverse, I think people will have to choose what they focus on. Like it will not be possible to follow every single project in detail unless you do it as a full-time job. Like to understand like the whole fluff party, bear buzzies, thingies, ASM, the next legends atom, like it's impossible to be good and know everywhere and know everything. So I think that's like something where also when new people come into Futureverse and they're like, oh, it's too complex, I don't understand it, and I don't want to make the effort to understand it. I'm like, just pick like one project, You don't need to understand all of them. It's just like where let's say the Marvel universe. Like you don't need to see every single TV series to understand or to have fun. You know, you can just watch the Avengers or the main movies, and you don't need to watch all the TV series like Shield and the Iron Fist and everything. Like you don't. It's okay, and I think that's like one definitely one lesson where I'm saying it's okay to not know everything and follow everything.
Yeah, yeah, there's some good advice. It is definitely hard to keep on top of everything that's going on. I mean, I have a job on the side, so I try and keep up,
Yeah.
at least to the highlights, so I can keep people updated. But yeah, I remember Aaron and others from Futureverse have said that as well too, just inside the ecosystem, that you don't need to be minting everything, and that it'll
Yeah.
probably get to a point where you will just have to pick. And who knows, maybe that'll happen with gods and goblins. I mean, I think I might go team seekers, but people will probably have a wallet for seekers and a wallet for goblins. So yeah.
Maybe.
No, that's cool. So you kind of touched on this already, because you mentioned new people, but what would be your advice to a new person starting out in this space?
I think before buying anything, just join the Discords, understand the community, try to find a community that fits your character or like your mindset. Uh, because I think there are communities which are just different. Like probably some are also toxic, and others are just have a different focus. And I think if you join the space before you buy any NFT, any project, try to understand the space, be active in the community. And from there, if you're saying, okay, this community, I like this community, from like the public chat, then you can still buy at any time. I think right now it's not the time to expect any 10x and get rich. And like this is right now, I think not the time. And also like minting random new things before you mint anything that's a new project and not an established one. Really do your research. It's cliche, like do your own research. Yes, of course, but like right now, I'm almost minting only inside ecosystems and not like because I don't have the time to do research on humans. And I think like starting out, just entering the space, it's the same. You should dive into the community and buy when you feel comfortable.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's good advice. So this is a question that I usually start these interviews with, but I've actually missed this one, so we'll jump back to it. Tell us a little bit about yourself. What are some of your hobbies, or what do you do during the day?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so I am living in Munich, Germany. I am by profession a UX designer, so doing concept for websites. How do they work? How is what does a good user experience look like? Uh, and yeah, personally, I do spend lots of my time in the space. Like even if I'm not working, I have the luxury that part of my job is Web3, so I can definitely use my work time. We founded an agency last year, so with a few friends and former colleagues, where we are building products, helping clients, and everything. And part like 50% is Web3, so I can definitely spend some of my time there. But yeah, also in my free time, lots of time there. Besides that, I don't know. Let's go for a fun fact. When I was a teenager, I did some fire spitting. That was a interesting time, like 2 years of actually, yeah, doing the fire spitting. That's always a good fun fact. So yeah,
Yep, cool. Yeah, bit dangerous, but a lot of fun probably.
yeah. But I was like when I came to my parents and I was like 14 and I want to do that. And they were like, are you crazy? And yeah, but I did some research and showed them that I know about the risks and okay, do if you want it.
Cool. And obviously a basketball fan too, the in the background.
Yeah, actually, one of our colleagues, co-founders, he is super deep into basketball. He worked like for FIBA and the anti-doping agency, and is also for the wheelchair basketball. Is and doing like volunteering stuff there. So that's his,
Oh yeah.
and that's his like from a let's see, like you can see here with like
Oh wow.
all like signings from players and everything. So
Cool.
um, yeah, and maybe you know this one.
Nice.
That's mine. The other's
Yep.
his.
It's gonna say that must be yours. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you also touched on this before. You said you started working on a project about a year ago. Tell us a bit about this project.
Yeah, so actually, this is now a new endeavor, and it is maybe some of you heard of the character Vatesia. Uh, it's a fictional character I created
Ah,
some
is it
months back.
you? I've been following them on
Oh
Twitter
yeah,
going, I wonder who created this.
yeah, that's me. That's me.
Yeah.
And I used a lot of AI to create all the content. Like the poems is like with GPT-3, and the images are generated with Midjourney. And then at some point, I was okay. Now I have like this small community. Like we have our Discord, the Vegetarian Discipleship. I have the character that exists, the Vetesia the historian. What can we do with it? Because I started Vetesia not with okay, I have this big roadmap and this big vision. Like I was starting it out because I love storytelling, and was just dabbling. How can you build a character with AI, right? And then I thought, okay, let's do something that is actual like utility, something for the people, something that's entertaining, something that's for like which people really enjoy. And I came up with the idea to do a lore advent calendar. So leading up to Christmas, every day a little piece of lore on with a inside of the world of the gods and goblins and the fluffs for the community. And we I then worked with people who whose profession is story writing, storytelling. And so this now, like the project we are releasing in the next days, that is not AI, fully handwritten, uh, including voice acting. So it is actually a 20-minute audio book if you take everything together. Uh, and it will be released throughout the weeks leading up to Christmas. And also, they come with hand-drawn illustrations of the story. So our illustrator did that. Also, lots of fun. Like the whole process, the whole team, I think, really enjoyed working on this. It's written for kids and their parents to connect over like this lore, but I think anyone who is part of Fluff World Featureverse ecosystem can have lots of fun following the story and learning about Snotward, that who steals Christmas.
Wow, that's a really cool idea, and there's probably quite a few kids who have been kind of introduced to Fluff World, so having another story on the side is quite cool. How big is the team that we're working on this?
So the illustrator who worked on the sketches, the story writer who's also the voice actor. Then that's Cathal. Then Matt is helping out with the community growth, and he's working also with Killian. And so it's now 5 people working on the project. And the illustrator, her name is Ellie. She's like in here also in the agency, and the others are working from Lisbon, I think most of them. So yeah, that's currently a team working on it, and yeah, was lots of fun. The developer from our agency will also do some stuff. So yeah, probably around about 6 people.
is there kind of any insider knowledge into the fluff or the gods and goblins side of thing, or is this more like a full community driven story off to the side a little?
Yeah, it's definitely fan fiction. Although I would love to include, Alpha and know about the background stuff, uh, that's not the case. It's full fan fiction, and it is like maybe I'll do I can play a little promo if you're interested in that.
Yeah, that sounds
Then
good.
also a little introduction.
Greetings, disciples of lore and of wisdom. I speak in my role as Vetasia's assistant, while trawling the archives at my usual work, serving the scholar of knowledge's church. I found an old parchment. I uncovered a treasure. I read it with laughter, to share its pleasure. It's not a dry, academic old tome. This major find is the first Goblin Christmas poem. It tells of the legend of Snotwort the Brave, who was told to their small ones before Christmas Day. It is written for grown-ups and children to share, of fluffs and of goblins and of party bears. The story of how they made peace for one night, all gathered together in joy and delight. It's a wonderful find, timed just for the season. The tale of a goblin, a hero to his kind, who steals Santa's magic and thieves Christmas time. It's a story of braveness, a tale of great woe. I must admit much of it's slimy and gross. I suppose that's what young goblins enjoy in a poem. It's a story of joy, a tale of forgiveness, but most of all it's about the meaning of Christmas, and in a spirit that's like Santa Claus's, a share of the proceeds will go to good causes.
Oh, that's epic.
Same reaction, like like from my end when I heard that. Like the guy who worked on it, I think did an insane job, like with the writing the story, and also with the voice acting and the atmospheric like feeling. I think it's yeah, and that's
Yep.
just the promo video, the promo audio, right?
That's going to be really cool. So, are there details around the mint, or is that still to come a little later?
No, we will release the details probably when this video is released. It will already be live, like the details. So we will mint in the next days. It will be released as a certain trades. Every trade counts. We'll get a free mint, and the public mint will start around the 28th. Open edition for a few days, going into like maybe the first days of December. We'll see how long we will keep it open. But yeah, that's and other from a cost or from a what's the goal? What's like the vision? It's a time limited utility, right? Like it's like leading up to Christmas, and that's the utility. We don't promise anything over in the for the future. That's the utility you get, and it is I think like a great way, like I said, to connect with like kids and with their parents and anyone who enjoys storytelling. And from a pricing, we normal advent calendars which have like some chocolate in it, they are also around $50. Some depending on the place you live, and we want to price it the same way and have it like $50. And but the experience it's much deeper than getting like a chocolate each day, and much more like fun. And yeah, so that's what I can give you. The mint will start very soon. Every trade counts, and there will be some tasks to fulfill to get into the Vegetarian discipleship if you are not already. Yeah.
Oh, looking forward to hearing more about that. I might have to start. I might have to look at. I didn't realize there was a Discord, so I might have to do some investigation
Yeah.
there. Cool. Well, is there any other kind of parting thoughts or things you'd like to share?
I think just saying I think like thank you for having me, also for producing all the content you're putting out. I think you're doing a great job there, and yeah, looking forward to grow this ecosystem with anyone with everyone who's participating. And I'm glad to have like the opportunity to now build like my own part of it, even if it's just fan fiction for now. I think it's a great. That's what it's all about. I think coming together as a community, coming together as people, and so yeah, looking forward to seeing that this as a reality, and maybe even getting some pictures from like the illustrations we do. There will be also we will deliver a version which is not colored, so that kids can print it out and do color by numbers and do their own spin on the illustration. And yeah, I think like the whole story is really fun for everyone, so looking forward to see people enjoy that.
Awesome. Yep. No, this sounds like it's going to be a really cool wee project, and yeah, I'm always excited and amazed by the different projects and the content that comes out from the Futureverse community. So yeah, awesome. Well done. Looking forward to it. So by the time this video is out, there will probably be more information. So make sure you get amongst that on Twitter. It is Vatessa, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Cool.
Exactly.
Awesome. All right. Thanks so
Yep.
much for your time today.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me.
So we're also going to be doing a giveaway as part of this. So do you want to explain, Dom?
Yeah, sure. I think like it's a great way to give back to the communities, to you putting all of this content. So yeah, we thought let's do a little giveaway for this Advent calendar. We will give away 3 NFTs. If you we will post a tweet. If you just follow Otesia, retweet that tweet and tag 2 friends, so they also know about this storytelling project, which hopefully also your friends will enjoy. Then yeah, we'll pick 3, and you will get these sent to you as soon as the project launches.
Awesome. Yep. And if you've got friends with kids, make sure you tag them. Cool.
For sure.
Awesome.
Like
Very
that's the best
generous.
ones.
Thank you.